Have you been through a lot of trauma? Could you be living in survival mode without even realizing it? This could look like constant stress, lots of chaos, anxiety, panic attacks, hypervigilance, and more. You may have spent months, years, or even decades living like this. But the end goal of healing from trauma is not to just survive, but also to thrive. Can you imagine what thriving could look like for you? Do you even think it's possible? Or do you think thriving is something for other people? Well, why not you? Hi, I'm Stara, licensed psychotherapist and lightworker with a private practice in Los Angeles. Welcome to my channel about all things healing from trauma. During my years living at a yoga ashram, I learned true healing happens on multiple levels: mind, body, and spirit. But if you struggle with ADHD, or you struggle with addiction, or have paralyzing anxiety, it can be highly challenging to meditate, do yoga, or even do basic everyday tasks to take care of yourself. So how can you shift from just surviving to thriving? Well, here are 5 things you can do. First, learn how trauma impacts your nervous system, especially the difference between the more primal or primitive lizard brain, in psych nerd speak, we'd call it the sympathetic nervous system, that often reacts to traumatic situations with the fight or flight or freeze or fawn survivalistic responses, and the more chill, relaxed, rest and digest part of our brain, technically the parasympathetic nervous system, that gets activated when you take a yoga class or meditate, hike in the woods, or listen to music, and so on. Knowing this difference is a key to being able to thrive. 2, learn to regulate your emotions. Until they're worked through and healed, trauma triggers can really mess with your emotions, which might at times feel like they're all over the place. Listen. At the very minimum, learn to practice the art of the pause. When you're emotionally triggered, learn to stop, take a time out, and give yourself time to think and really make the right decisions for you, not anybody else. Basically, anything that helps you shift from being in your mind to being in your body and your heart and your breath can also help take you out of the past where you go when you feel triggered and bring you back into the present moment. Also, if you haven't already checked out our guided meditation on how to emotionally regulate, please stay around till the end of the video and click on the link to that meditation. 3, take care of your basic needs, because sometimes feeling truly happy and fulfilled in life can only happen once your basic needs have been met in life. For example, you might need to leave a toxic situation or relationship in order to feel safer, to feel well-fed and well-rested, to learn to soothe your inner child, and so forth. Also, a great acronym to remember your basic needs is HALT, which stands for hungry, angry, lonely, tired. So the next time your emotions feel out of control, try pausing and asking yourself if you feel one of these. Because sometimes just eating, resting, or calling a friend can help you feel like all's right in your world again. When you can find and create this safety in your outer world, you can find true safety within yourself. 4, deprogram your negative beliefs about yourself. Do you beat yourself up inside? If so, you might have an inner bully, which is really just an internalization of all the mean things anyone has ever said to you. But in order to thrive, you need to learn to reframe these negative tapes in your brain and reprogram them with kinder, healthier, often more accurate beliefs about yourself. Some ways you can do this are, I'm going to say therapy, especially CBT, DBT, and EMDR. Also affirmations, journaling, hypnosis, 12-step recovery, other support groups, etc. And 5, my favorite, practice self-care. Perhaps the biggest way you can thrive is to believe you deserve goodness in life, despite your past trauma. It's knowing you can still have a good life, that you're worthy of love, joy, and abundance, and you're allowed to dream and manifest those dreams. Sometimes self-care looks like saying no, like setting boundaries around people or situations that no longer serve you. And sometimes it's saying yes to work-life balance, going on vacation, or doing things that make you feel good about you. Self-care is reminding yourself you're safe now, and it's your life, no one else's, not your parents, not your friends, not society's. And self-care is also a big part of learning about self-love, self-compassion, and self-forgiveness. If you want to help grow and support safe spaces like this, please consider subscribing and watching the next recommended video. And whatever you do, remember, there's always hope for healing.